Hola, me llamo Rab. La revolución industrial. ah, Hola, me llamo Rab. La revolución industrial impacto militar durante de 2020 al presente porque ah, ah, los militares evacuando Afganistán. Um, los talibanes tienen Afganistán. En la Industrial Revolución número 5, la militar es evacuando y luchando y observando. Let me tell you a story. Hanif Safizada was an Afghan American who was in Afghanistan to visit his family when abruptly the Americans left. He woke up to his brother storming in and telling him that they have to leave right now. When they were driving to the airport, the streets were flooded with Taliban fighters and refugees. At the airport, it was utter chaos. They were American soldiers, citizens, diplomats, and Afghan refugees all trying to get out of the same place at the same time. Hanif couldn't find an official anywhere, and when he did find one, they were immediately lost in the crowd. He was hit a number of times just looking for them. He eventually got onto a plane, but he didn't even get to say goodbye to his family. That was for an American citizen with American documents and American papers. For Afghan citizens, it was even harder. One, Nasrin Nawab, couldn't even make it onto a plane. She had to stay behind for weeks and experience the Taliban's control. She was persecuted severely for just being a woman, and she witnessed protests get shut down violently and people taken from their homes for being American supporters. We didn't just abandon refugees in Afghanistan. We left the Afghan National Army completely defenseless. This is what Afghanistan looked like before we left. The blue is government controlled, the red is Taliban controlled, and the yellow is where we were fighting. Just 39 days later, just over a month after we left, just over a month after this is what Afghanistan looked like. Look at that. In just a few weeks, the Afghan National Army completely collapsed. We supported them completely for 20 years, and then we let them fall in just over a month. CNBC reports that $83 billion worth of military supplies were put into Afghanistan to fight the Taliban. Those military supplies are still there in Taliban hands. This includes armored vehicles, airplanes, artillery, and firearms. Let me repeat, $83 billion worth, all under Taliban control. All of this happened. The Afghan National Army collapsing, refugees stuck behind, and lots of American supplies in terrorist hands because we left the wrong way. There isn't any right answer to this problem, but there were less costly ones. Thank you for your time.